Good morning, YouTube. I decided that I needed to get practicing on what I'm going to make with the pears. My girlfriend's going to give me a bunch of pears. She said there's a ton of them. She doesn't do any canning or anything, so I said I would take all she would give me. But I also got pears on sale, Bartlett pears this week for 29 cents a pound. I don't know that you could pay the water bill for that. So I'm cutting up my last pear for my carrot cake jam. Doesn't that sound heavenly? Anyway, so that's what I'm making this morning. I'm going to make a carrot cake jam. It'll make good Christmas gifts. It'll keep us all year. My husband, he has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich about 6 days a week, so if not 7. So anyway, I know carrot cake is one of his very favorites, and mine too, and so I thought, I'm going to put this together. So I'm cutting up this last pear. It calls for, this recipe calls for 3 cups of pears. And this is a fall canning book recipe. So that took 4 of those little Bartlett pears. And I'm just going to squirt some lemon juice down on them. Just so they don't turn brown on me. And I will pop these in the fridge while I get my carrots ready. And look at this big pile of goodies to go to the rabbits and the chickens this morning. Alright. So I was thinking about what I could do that would be different, showing you something different. And I might show you what I make for Sunday dinner here. Okay, getting my attachment out for the grating because it calls for, what does it call for? Let's see, it calls for 3 cups of finely grated carrots also. So, that being said, I need to find my other part of the attachment. Okay, there we go. So this goes in there like so, and you attach it over here to the KitchenAid. Same girl that gave me the KitchenAid is giving me the pears. Bless her heart, she's just such a blessing. Truly a nice person, which sometimes these days is a little hard to find. Okay, and you just lock that into place, and then you're able to start your process. And I need a bowl, so I'm going to bring you back when I have a bowl. Okay. Okay, I decided that I didn't need a bowl. I would just drop it down on some wax paper. That works just as well for me. So I'm going to load the hopper with some carrots, and this really grades them nice and fine. If you watched my cabbage and coleslaw video, I did the carrots this way. I'm going to check and see how much that is. It calls for 3 cups. This is going to be so good. Look how fine that is. I love carrot cake. Alright, I'm back. I got my mess all cleaned up and I'm ready to move on. So now what it calls for is I've got my canning jars are in the dishwasher on the sterilize or sanitize mode. And it says to combine all the ingredients. So we're going to combine the carrots, pears. I've got pineapple here with its juice. It doesn't specify whether it's crushed, tidbits, or chunks. Well, it makes sense to me that crushed is the option. I need 3.5 cups with the juice. So that's one. And I am a Dole pineapple fan. It's a great product. That's what I use whenever I'm doing anything like this. I don't like to buy off-brands necessarily for canning purposes, just because I want the best, freshest ingredients. These carrots are organic. The pears are fabulous. We've been eating them, and so have our chickens and rabbits. And the next set of pears will be organic. So I got 3.5 cups of pineapple in its juice. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So I'm going to get the lid off of this. 2 teaspoons. That's about 1.5, so we'll do that. This just sounded like such a great fall recipe. There's another one that I want to do, and it's called Autumn Cranberry and Pear Jam. Doesn't that sound fabulous? Okay, so I also have 1 teaspoon of ground clove. Now, clove is really strong, so don't go over that. And I'm just leveling that off. It's a great spice because a little bit goes a long way. And then you're going to need a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Now, I like to grind my own as I go. I just feel like it gives everything a better flavor. So you can buy these whole nutmeg in the grocery store, and you just use what you need as you need it. And I do that on a microplane, and we're just going to eyeball a teaspoon of that. It is such a beautiful morning. You know, it's been so hot here. It's only going to be like 75 today, so I'm hoping to get some work done out in the chicken coop and get that cleaned up. And some fresh shavings down for them. They get excited when you do that. I don't know if any of you have chickens, but mine get flat excited when they get new shavings. So I've got my teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And then what it says is to bring it to a boil, stirring frequently, reduce the heat, and cover boiling gently for 20 minutes. So this is going to boil for 20 minutes. And I almost forgot my pears. Because this late in the game, you'd be using liquid pectin, but we haven't added the sugar or anything yet. So you get this stirred back in. It's supposed to come back up to a boil. And then we're going to add our sugar all at once. And then we're going to bring it up to a rolling boil for 1 minute and then shut her down and jar it up. So this is like a really thick consistency right now. I don't know if you can see it. Very pretty, very autumn type colors. I'm so excited to taste it. It smells amazing. It smells like grandma's baking something in the kitchen and you're just walking into the house. That smell wafting. So it's not going to take long for that to come up to a boil. And it's going to get 11 cups of sugar. And I'm going to go ahead and add it because it is boiling. It says to add it all at once. And look how pretty that is. Let me get my towel to wipe down, and I'll put one in the canner for you. These are my one-piece lids because they are gifts, they have a rubber gasket in there. I've found they seal best if you go ahead and crank it all the way down. But isn't that pretty? That is gorgeous. Carrot cake jam. So I hope this inspires you, someone along the way, to try something new. This was new for me. It sounded wonderful, and I love trying new recipes. I love when you guys post things and I can try your recipes too. So I'll be back with the end results and let you know how many jars there are. This one here, ow, hot. This is a 9-ounce jar. I only had a few of those left, so I thought I'd use them. Okay. Well, not bad for first thing in the morning, and chickens and dogs are fed, and I've got laundry started. I'm going to finish this up and go out and clean the chicken coop. I'll be back when I get the end results. Well, here's the end results of my canning this morning. That made 18 jars. These are 8-ounce jars. So, and then in front here, I'm getting ready to put a package together for my daughter. I'm going to send her a bunch of assorted jellies and sauces, and I told her I would send her some garlic powder. I found these cute little 4-ounce jars. They're hard to find. I only found 1 case of them, but that's what I'll be giving away in my Christmas baskets also. Anyway, I just thought that I hope this inspires somebody to try a different kind of a jelly. This one here has the funny lid on it that I'm not crazy about, and a label. This thing has been through the dishwasher 4 times. That's why I don't put labels on my jars anymore. I'd rather mark up the lid or label it, you know, some other way than to mar up the jars, because then they're not good to give away, right? I mean, it's okay for our stuff. That's a keeper. That's going to stay in our cabinet. And these processed for 10 minutes, and then I rested them in the canner for 5 after I took the lid off. And they look like they're setting up good. Let's see. Yeah, they look